Some people get this very mystical look when they talk about the Taoist concept of Wu Wei. And other people are like, Wu what? Wu Wu? So let me tell you exactly what it is and give you 3 ways to experience Wu Wei right now. And the bonus number 4, where I go even deeper on the subject. Hi, I'm Alex, the Dutch Daoist, and I'm here to help you find more love, happiness and success in the most relaxed and natural way possible, which is what Taoism is all about. So Wu Wei is a Chinese concept that means in action or effortless action, or like one professor called it, a state of perfect knowledge
of the reality of the situation, perfect efficaciousness and the realization of a perfect economy of energy.
Like what? I think he's trying to say that he has no idea because he never actually experienced Wu Wei, which is strange because we all have those moments every day. So don't listen to him, but listen to one of my teachers who said Wu Wei is just doing without doing. Doing without the feeling of doing anything. It means you're active, but you're in a state of flow. And everything seems to take care of itself spontaneously. That ring a bell? Of course it does. It's when we feel the most happiness. And Taoism is all about helping you to have more flow, more spontaneity, and more doing without doing in your life, so you will be more happy. And there's ways to do that, which is what we all need because we tend to grind our way through life. We seem to be in this constant state of striving and chasing all kinds of goals without ever realizing that maybe we're already there if we would just forget about the goals and the future and focus on being for a second. It's basically the perfect state of happiness. So there's 3 ways to do that right now without actually doing anything. So number 1, try to be more aware of the moments when you're already in a flow. Maybe it's when you are jogging a few miles and you're just in the zone, or when you're doing the laundry or cooking. It can happen any time in the day. Or maybe it's when you're talking with friends and the time just seems to disappear. That's flow. And it might be a moment where you are in nature, walking in a park on the beach, and you feel this sudden oneness with everything. And when you're making love to someone and you feel like melting with each other or with the universe even. And when you recognize that you're in a flow, then reverse engineer that moment and try to discover what's your best way to get in that state of flow and have a peak experience. So be aware and discover your own success formula for flow, because we all have one. Number 2, the easiest way to get in a state of Wu Wei is when you're practicing a skill. That's why Taoist stories are always about, let's say, a butcher who is so good at what he does that he uses his knife in such a way that it never becomes blunt, ever. That's his skill. You can have that when you play the piano or when you're dancing, I don't know, whatever you're good at. So that what happens is basically the body takes over and you don't have to think anymore. That's why a lot of people will be in flow when they drive a car. Especially in Europe, we still have stick shift, so there's a lot of action in the car. But once you start thinking about it, you have to stop driving and you have to let the muscle memory take over again. So when you're very skilled at something, you have the biggest chance of experiencing the state of Wu Wei. And number 3 is feel your body. That might sound strange, but what happens when you do that? When you sink into your body, into your belly, you're connected to who you really are, deep inside, deep in your body. There's no fantasies about who you are. There's no lies, no ego stuff. It's just who you are. So the mind just shuts down. And when you feel your body, the second benefit is automatically you're present in the now. And the easiest way to do that is self-massage. It's the most simple thing you can do, and Taoists, they love it. Just massage your head, your neck, your arms, your shoulders, your legs and your belly. And if you do that at night, you get out of your head into your body, it will be way easier to sleep. So massage yourself, do some physical stuff to just shut down the mind. When you live from your belly, it will be much more easy to experience Wu Wei. That's why a lot of skills that I was talking about are physical. Playing the piano, cooking, running, etc. And there's a deeper way to experience Wu Wei, which is bonus number 4, which probably will take a little bit more experience because it's the state of Wu Wei that goes way deeper than just flow, and it becomes life-changing. So I experience Wu Wei when I do meditation or Qigong, but the most impressive one was one day when I just meditated and I sat down at my kitchen table looking out into the garden behind me, and I was just sitting there and all desire just fell away, fell off. And I felt this deep sense of contentment where I didn't need to be anything else than myself. And being true to yourself is the most liberating experience you'll ever have. But it felt so normal that it took me months before I realized that this simply sitting at my table had actually been a very deep awakening experience. When I read 2 books and they described exactly what I had felt, then I knew. Now, I've had many mystical experiences and so-called samadhi experiences the last 30 years because I've been meditating all my life. But this very simple way of sitting at my kitchen table was the most life-changing one. And I didn't recognize that it was so special because it felt so normal. It was just like, it was me. So realizing that I didn't need to do anything or fix anything or be anything else but myself, that was the most liberating experience of my life. So if you take anything out of this video, just realize that you are perfect the way you are. And all you have to do is just be you. That's it. And why is that so difficult? Do the other things I just told you and you'll get there way quicker than you think. And if you're in a state of Wu Wei, then comment below and don't forget to like and subscribe.